Hello, this is Labyrinth of Zangetsu. It is a game that is very similar to Final Fantasy. You are facing off against demons and other worldly beasts. And you're basically the amazing team of cool dudes that's responsible for saving the world from the ink monsters. You have a ability to pick a race. You got human, dwarf, elf, cavegram, necomama, and only a half. And then you got your class. You pick your class. You get your bonus points for a roll that you can roll over and over and over and spend all day here. You pick a class. You want to have some, up fronts and backline, because otherwise you're gonna have problems. Then you pick your alignment, good, evil, neutral, and that'll change a few factors of the game. You pick your excellent name. You get all these cool little pictures to choose from, and you get to pick your cool action name, dude. And once you do that, you're ready to go. You pick 6 characters, and you have a team, and you can even pick back up ones. And it's kind of like a Darkest Dungeon here, where you get to set up all the characters. This is the menu. You have your magic, so you can cast magic spells if you happen to have those. You got your skills, so mostly like melee people that have those. You have the items in your inventory. You have the ability to identify unknown items. Here's your equip screen. You got lots of basic stuff here. You know, your fancy schmancy things. You can reorder people, and you can check the status of the characters in general. You have this like over-the-top isometric old Sega RPG thing. Not over the top, but whatever. Okay, so you go against the dudes. You pick your action, and then you lower the in-game volume a bunch because that's really loud, and it will destroy your brain. So make sure you do that. And then the front line will go. If the back line can reach, they'll go. But you have to make sure they have, long pointy sticks or rocks or, Harry Potters to activate at them. And there you go. You defeat the dude, and once the dude is defeated, you usually get experience and a treasure chest. In this game, if you get knocked down with your health, most of the time you don't snuff it, but sometimes you do, which is indicated by that red cross there. But if you don't, you can heal up and you can still get up and you can continue going. If you exit out and make it successfully back to the town, you'll get thrown into the thing there. You'll level up, and then once you're in the town, you can pay a giant fee in the beginning. So I would avoid doing it and just paying and just creating a new character in the beginning. But later on, you can revive them with better access to money. Once in the town, you can buy your stuff where you get all the cool, sharp, pointy sticks that you want, and that's class unique as well. You got the armors. You can see the little classes there in pink on the side. Those are the classes that can use it. All the stats. You got your items like medicine and stuff. You're gonna want to buy a lot of medicine. Here's the temple. This is where you can pay an exorbitant fee to attempt to bring them back, and if it doesn't work, ouch. So yeah. Then you have chapters when you can create your characters. You can create new ones since you got to replace that one that snuffed it. And then labyrinth is where you go and you can launch into the areas. To part here, you can do all the little fancy things and set up your rearrangements and whatnot. So you face off against all of these things here in the world, and there's lots of different little worlds, and you kind of unlock them by making it all the way to the end and facing like a big bad at the end. And throughout there's like little puzzles and things, and a lot of things get in the way, and it resets on every area, and it also saves on every area, so you can go back and forth. There's a setting where you can make it not save, and it's more of a permanent thing, but I probably wouldn't do that because it's pretty unforgiving, especially if you don't have a very good class character choice. And this RNG is pretty nasty sometimes, so you might want to watch out for that. Later in the game, all the characters start using spells and stuff on their own, and it becomes much more difficult. The bosses themselves come sort of a check at that point, whether you're leveled up enough or you have a good enough combo to take them out. You might have to switch out characters, so I found that out here. and I had a bad time. And he said no. So you can see there, those characters got revived because they didn't actually get knocked out completely, and they got heal on them. Now that character's out completely, and you can see there's the check, and I did not pass. So obviously the thing to do here was to charge back in with a completely different team, and this team is 3 melees with my mage getting dumpstered, or my wizard, and so I lost a melee and a wizard. So now I still have 2 melees, and I have my cleric up front now because they shift over. You can see the little blue blinking on the characters. That means you can get them back to safety and they will level up. So that's just to let you know so you can leave the area. And as you can see, this guy is like buffing himself with accuracy, and he's resistant to a lot of stuff. He's got a regenning heal that heals himself like every round or every other round. So you have to do a flat DPS check to beat this guy. You have to be able to do a couple other things where I think you can dodge his stuff or shield it a little bit, or just try and flat DPS him out, but that's pretty difficult to do. The healer, when they get to a certain level, they also get an AoE heal that helps a lot. See, so having the medicine to make it through here also helped, and that was a big part of this. I believe where getting that ability to heal yourself through and survive all of the waves of those monsters in between is very important, because if you get to this guy and you don't have the ability to take him out, you're not going to. And also that gigantic divine ray on him was wonderful. Another thing here, you're going to want to change your hold time and settings to short, otherwise it's going to take forever to open up anything and all these treasure chests. So just to show you real quick here, like holding that button down, you have to hold it for a century. Like I believe it's mostly in the beginning where it takes a while for it to register, and that's horrendous. And you're gonna be doing that over and over and over. So it doesn't seem like a lot here, where this is just like a little bit quicker. And you have the thief or you have the mage to just get through it really quickly. Otherwise you're going to be like smashing it with the stick over and over and over, and that's going to be like 50 actions a run, and so adding that extra few seconds is horrible. So make sure you turn that off. And lastly, one little quality of life here is you're probably going to want to rebind at least the log keys down there, which is I and K, because otherwise you're going to they're not going to be in the right position. They're going to be kind of too far. So you want to move them in a more comfortable position for you. And like for me, I have a really tiny keyboard, like one of those super like small 60 keys or whatever. So I changed my keys around a lot so that they're all on my left hand, so I can put them on function and the arrow keys. So that works out really well for me. And it's probably going to be a little bit of a reverse scenario for you, where you're going to shift over the keys from I and K to like something on your left hand, like Q and E or something, I don't know. And here's just a little general story of the thing to let you know what's kind of going on. But check this game out, it's pretty cool. I enjoyed playing it. I played it for probably like 15-20 hours now. So it's not super long. There's like a bunch of achievements if you want to do achievement grind, or it's going to take a lot of time to grind the achievements, probably an extra like 20-30 hours on top of that easily. But I think I got through like 1 or 2 of the bosses, and there's I think 4 or 5 levels to this, so it's got a decent amount of content. So check it out, it's fun. I enjoyed it. It does have a bit of a learning curve. It's not super hard, but there are some definite checks here and there that you have to understand what you're doing. Otherwise, you'll get stomped. Like you can even get stomped in the tutorial if you choose characters and you don't find like pointy sticks that can reach the boss, you'll end up losing the tutorial, which I heard happened to somebody that was not me, but it was a friend that I have that also played this game, and I know you can look that up on Steam, but don't look that up because I wouldn't want them to, feel upset that that happened to them. Yeah, so anyways, check it out. It's Labyrinth of Zangetsu, and you guys have a good day.